What's up? Wake up, everybody. Monday after 4th of July. I hope you guys had a great holiday weekend. I know I did. We were able to get out and socially distance on Kate's 100-acre farm. We were able to have some fireworks, compliments of Gil. That was really awesome. Well done. Really enjoyed the opportunity to get out and do something a little bit fun, to do something kind of normal, if you will. A lot of things going on, guys. It's just been busy. We had 2 or 3 settlements last week. We have 2 settlements going on this week, coming into the second half of the year, and we are doing really amazing things for our clients. So we're excited to share with you. We had 2 more go under contract last week. We have another offer out for consideration this morning. So it's just the type of thing that everybody asks us, like, are you busy? What does the real estate market look like? And what is our transaction going to hold? So a lot of things are happening. Very excited to share with you guys. But first, we wanted to talk a little bit about the myths of real estate. Couple things that people think about when they're thinking about real estate. They're thinking about house values or their qualifications, their eligibility to buy a home. What does that look like? And we're going to talk a little bit about it. So getting your pre-approval should be done after you find your perfect home. Well, that doesn't even make sense, right? It's kind of like going to shop for a car that you can't afford. So one of the things that our clients often say is, well, I don't want to pull my credit. I want to get my pre-approval done after I buy or I find the house that I want to buy. What we say is, like, why would that even make sense? Why would you want more competition because you were unable to facilitate your action that much faster? You would want the opportunity to have your pre-approval in hand so that in the event that you did find the home that you loved, you could make an offer quickly and expeditiously so as to not have competition or not have as much competition. So one of our great friends is watching, and their roommate actually found a perfect home. He really loved it. He wanted to make an offer on it. And it was the type of thing that I said, hey, person, don't want to call anybody out. I want you to have your pre-approval in hand. And he says, yeah, I'm going to have the conversation. I said, great. He says, but I'm just interested in this one house. And I said, sure, that sounds like a plan. I'm going to be in the area. Let's go take a look at it. Found the house, thought it was great, wanted to make an offer. Awesome. So what I need you to do is tomorrow, I need you to contact your mortgage lender and get your pre-approval locked in. Lo and behold, he had an issue that he had to take care of on his pre-approval. He wasn't able to make an offer, and 2 days later, another buyer came in, made an offer, the house went under contract right away. Why would you do that to yourself? It's like building yourself up to get let down, right? You want to do the best part because it's the most fun, the house hunting. But you got to be patient. You got to take the steps, step 1 to step 2. You got to get where you need to go, and in order to go there, you got to take step 1, put the wheels in the car, right? This is a good one. So selling a home for sale by owner saves a lot of money. Here's a good one. By not hiring a realtor, you could spend even more money by making mistakes, by missing things in the transaction or not protecting yourselves in the way that you want. You're going to make the opportunity more difficult, and you may even spend more money. Not only are we talking about not be as profitable, okay? We're talking about spending more money. So here's the situation that we had happen just recently. We represented a client for sale by owner. They were for sale by owner. They decided to hire us instead. We decided to represent ourselves. We listed the house for the exact same sales price that they had it on for sale by owner for 3 months. Same sales price. We put our actions in play. Multiple offer situation came up, and we were able to get the sellers $15,000. I had to think about that. $15,000 over the list price that we were able to attain. $15,000 more than what they were already offering cooperating agents, a sales price $15,000 less. So for them, they're thinking, well, we're going to save money. We're going to lower our commission costs. Well, we were able to get them $15,000, and they're looking at just a little bit of commission. So what you need to focus on is that for sale by owner is kind of like doing it for yourself, right? Like DIY a roof. I bet you would be leaking. Not for all of you, for some of you. Right? DIY for sale by owner, selling your house by yourself doesn't really make a whole lot of sense because you're not even protecting yourself in the way, and you may miss things while you're spending more money. Next one. All right, so a home does not need to be prepared for sale. It's like not getting dressed up to go and see your parents. Like not getting dressed up to go to a wedding. It doesn't make sense. It's not even logical. Like putting gas in your car. It needs to happen in order to go where you want to go. A home needs to be prepared. Homes that look better, that are staged, that are more professionally taken care of. Even landscaping and manicuring. Professional transactions require professional maintenance, right? Homes need to be staged. Homes need to be prepared. There might be a couple things that you need to do, whether it's cleaning out or decluttering. The 3 Ds of listing property: depersonalize, declutter, and deep clean. Had to think about it, sorry. But the 3 Ds of listing property is so important, and it needs to be prepared. So if you have to paint or clean or maybe even renovate, that's what you have to do to maximize your productivity. And so what you guys need is a realtor that's going to take that time to evaluate the property and say, yes, I have a client right now, Eden. I know you're watching. I can see you watching. Eden has a home that he listed with another realtor, wasn't able to get it sold. He asked me to come in, and I said, before I list the home, I want to create a list of things that you need to do to get your home sale ready. So created a list of things, sent him pictures, sent him a little write-up, and I said, Eden, this is what you need to do before we take on this listing. He's in the process of doing that, and I have the utmost confidence that we're going to be able to sell it for the exact same price. But just a little bit of preparation is going to go a long way. When you're preparing your home, you might be thinking about home inspections. You might be thinking about what kind of things are going to come up that a buyer's going to want in order to buy this home. Whether it's granite counters or whether it's stainless steel appliances, the smallest things may make the biggest difference. And it's going to change your value proposition that you're bringing to the market. By minimizing the target market and creating less time on the market, you're going to maximize your sale price and you're going to capital value out of your home. You're going to create more opportunity because you're minimizing the time and minimizing the market. Some of what we do is actually eliminating market share. So we want to tell the 4-bedroom, 5-bathroom person that, hey, by the way, this is not the house for you. We do want to tell the first-time home buyer that, by the way, this might be a fixer-upper and you might not be prepared for this. Or we might want to attract the buyer that is so interested in doing renovation and improvement that we create the picture that when they walk in the door, they're so prepared to buy that home that they know nothing more than what do they pay for it and how do they get it off the market that quickly. By minimizing the market, we're going to minimize the time and maximize the profit. All right, next one. Weekends and seasonal bring out the most serious buyers. So a lot of people think that open houses are key, and they are. I don't want to knock it. I don't want to take that away from you. But open houses bring out voyeurs. They bring out the nosy neighbors and the people that are just curious. They're not yet serious about their market because I know that they're not serious because they haven't gotten a real value of who they are and their power in the market, right? So has anybody taken the time to evaluate with you your position in the marketplace and how your buying power is going to be impacted as the market changes and fluctuates over the next couple of weeks? Well, that's what a real realtor would do. And anybody that's working with a real realtor that's getting good, confident information is going to say, you know what? I don't need open houses. We're going to schedule tours for the little bit of houses that we focus on, and we're going to go and see them. Open houses are going to bring those nosy neighbors, which is great for your realtor. It gives them exposure. It gives them opportunity. It gives them development for their future business. But the next door neighbor is probably not going to buy your house. Now, am I saying an open house is a bad idea? No, I'm not. But to think that you should not sell your home during the week is a bad idea as well. To have a wine Wednesday, or no wine, depending on how you feel, to have the opportunity for a buyer to come into the home only on a Sunday or only on the weekend is a bad idea. What we want to do is we want to create the most opportunity for the buyers to feel comfortable. And if what they feel comfortable with is Tuesday morning at 10 a.m., then we need to accommodate them as best as possible because they are our target market. Ooh, my favorite one. Zillow says, therefore it is. So the Zillow's estimate, it gives you a general idea of your pricing. And people always wonder, well, my Zillow's estimate is blank. How does that impact my market value? Well, sometimes they can be remarkably similar. But other times they can be very, very far off. Let me give you an example. So Zillow says your house value is $442,000, maybe $500 additional dollars therein. And you say, but I think my house is worth so much more. And I say, well, what makes you think that? Well, but I have finished the basement. I enclosed the carport, made it into a garage. I added a new deck. Well, Zillow doesn't know that. Zillow is looking from the sky's limit. They're looking down on the house. They're going into the tax record, into the past sales, into the community, and saying, based on this whole thing, what does that look like for the people that we're working with, and how can we give them a good value? And sometimes they're remarkably accurate. But for those of you that have invested into your homes, you're going to find that Zillow is not the most accurate person to give you a value on your home. And what you're going to want, again, a trusted realtor partner. Hey, Joe, there's your trusted realtor partner right there. Zillow does not have enough specific information on the property to understand the real value of the home. They're fluctuating with the market. They're watching market conditions. They're watching like homes. They're watching homes with similar square footage, similar bedrooms and bathrooms and things that your home has. But yet they've not stepped foot into your home and they do not know what your home looks like. And one of the things that your market is created of is comps. And everybody says the same thing. Well, my house comps to this house and that house. And that's great. Comparable sales will give you a support for the house value, but they will not tell you about the competition that's in your market. And so if your Zillow's estimate is $442,000 and there's an identical home with identical fixtures across the street and down the way, and it's $425,000, well, you better be prepared to accept something a little bit less. Otherwise, your home is going to sell theirs. I don't want my house to hit on the market at $442,000 and have somebody else down the street $15,000 lower, and a buyer walks into my house, walks into their house, makes an offer over there. That doesn't make sense to me. Our goal is to maximize our seller's opportunity, and sometimes breaking down the reality, Zillow says, therefore it is just not true. What's up, Ben Moschel? A lot of realtors hopping on today. All right, fun fact, Zillow's CEO, Spencer Raskoff, sold his home for 40% less than the Zestimate showed in 2016, and he did it for sale by owner. But don't say anything. All right, next one. It's better to price a home on the high side, as the seller can always come down. This is a good one. And I'm going to hit this in a second. So Johnny Kessler, I don't know how far we're in. We're about 12 minutes in. I'm going to reference this in just a second. So overpricing often leads the home to sitting on the market and not receiving as much interest. So here's an example that I love to use. We priced a home probably about $25,000 less than we could have. We could have priced it at $325,000. And I encouraged the seller to understand why I felt like $325,000 was a bad thing. I shared with him, I showed him the market, I showed him the comps, both competition as well as comparable home sales. And I showed him that if we listed the house for $299,000, that we would be able to attract more buyers and cultivate a multiple offer scenario. And he believed me, thankfully. So we put it on the market. We attracted more buyers. One of them is our great friend, Beth Gleitzman, and Beth made an offer. And then there magically was another offer in the door. And where our client made an offer, maybe $15,000 less than asking price, because that's what she perceived the value to be, another client made an offer $5,000 over asking price, because that's what they perceived the value to be. And my biggest fear is that we list for $325,000 thinking that we can always come down. And next thing you know, we come down to $299,000 and it's been on the market for so long that nobody else is interested in. And then we get this offer from this client and it says $285,000. And my client says, well, I have to take it because I've been waiting for so long. This is the best thing that we've gotten. Well, the market would tell you that if you price your home appropriately, a buyer will perceive that value and they will make you a fair offer. It's not always about coming down. It's not always about meet in the middle. A negotiation is not win-win. Don't let anybody tell you that. A negotiation is win-lose. Somebody better lose in this negotiation. And if it's any of our clients, they didn't do the right thing. We are always working for win-lose. Our client wins. That's what a negotiation is. Pricing the home high just so it comes down does not mean that it is priced competitively. It does not mean that it will sell for more money. It means that your home will sell your neighbor's listing, and you don't want to be that person. Now, last fun fact. Agents are all the same. All of you can do the same thing. Well, I would make the argument that we all can do the same thing, but I would not say that we all do the same thing. And for those of you children out there, I did say do. Haha. But we are not all the same. We do not all do the same thing. Many of us do put the house in the MLS, but not all. Some people do not put the house in the MLS at all. Some people do not do open houses. Some people do not do virtual tours or open house staging. They do not do flyover drone footage. They do not do videography. They do not do any of the normal marketing activities that we would see in the market today. But the biggest differentiating factor between agents like myself and the other agents out there, agents that are here working every single day, Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday, devoting their time to their clients, making calls, making prospects, and creating opportunity for the investors that we are working with, both buyers, sellers, as well as investors. We want to create the biggest opportunity for the people that are in our marketplace. And the best way that we know how to do that is getting on the phone, primarily from 8 a.m. until 12 p.m. That morning time is the best conversion opportunity that we can create for the buyers that we're working with. It's the best conversion that we can create for the sellers that we're working to create opportunity for the agents in the marketplace. And what we need to do is be diligent to our craft and do something a little bit different. If you guys have any questions, we would love to chat with you anytime you guys are prepared. If you have thoughts or concerns or other myths about real estate that you want pudged, I'm down. You let me know when is a good time to talk. Give us a call and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for weekly content. Also, check out our social media pages. The links are in the description below. See you next week.